Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have managed to get up to 1200 followers, 1200 followers in WWE Supercard, which is tremendous. And that is 1200 of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet that are here exclusively for WWE Supercard, and it is very, very cool to see all of you liking my little Grand Cat profile. So thank you very much to all of you. This is a huge, huge shout out to all of you. We've of course got 6,500 subscribers on YouTube, and we've got just over 500 people in the Discord server. Speaking of the Discord server, I noticed that some of you were having problems accessing it because we do have a verify button. The verify button is just designed to make sure that there's no bots that get into the server, and to make sure that no one that has been banned from the server before can get back in. But I've now changed it so that you can now view and speak in the welcome chat before clicking the verify button. So if any of you were having problems with the verify button, you can let me know in the welcome chat, and then we can try and work it out from there. So that is a way of getting around, hopefully, the Discord issues that I was only recently made aware of. Now, of course, in Team Road to Glory, we managed to complete it within, I think we completed it with 16 hours remaining, which is pretty cool. We got ourselves a Braun Breaker, Bianca Belair, British Bulldog, Wade Barrett, Bray Wyatt, Bayley, and Brutus Creed. I haven't claimed them yet. I've got 17 hours and 56 minutes left to do so. The Abyss Psychopath has now finished, and we don't have anything else planned. Today is Wild Wednesday, so I'm going to make a start on that. And there was no free pack in the store today. None at all, none whatsoever. None for anything. And do remember that you've only got 15 hours and 55 minutes left to complete your Snap Into It quest. I still need to get myself 3 Macho Man Randy Savages, so I still have to work on that, and then that will get me a pro Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, dig it. Now, let's go ahead and go into our combinables, because we have our very first Pro Fusion, and it is, of course, Mick Foley. I'm just going to go ahead and detach these for the time being. Now, of course, I've got a couple of different images for Mick, but I think since this is Mankind, we're going to go with this image here, where he's got Mr. Socko up and he's giving us the thumbs up. So let's go ahead and combine our Mankinds and see what this looks like now. There we are. That's probably the thumbnail, almost certainly, of Big Pro Fusion Mankind. So what are we seeing that's different here with the Pro animation? There's a lot of interesting things going on in the foreground with the electricity and the punches coming out and the kicks and the eyeball. You see a little bit of a shake here from the little sign off the back. There's a little bit of a kind of explosion-y kind of effect in the background. Okay, it's interesting. Let's take a quick look at Trainable. So he does have a little startup animation where he just kind of like just appears. He just kind of like puts himself in there. For anyone that missed it, we did manage to get a single Abyss, but not a Pro. And at this stage, I don't think we're going to get the Pro Abyss. So I think I can be satisfied in just getting the one. I think that if Cat Daddy had done things a little bit better, I might have put in the effort to try and get a second one. But there were so many people that got them for free, it just didn't feel special anymore. That's just the way that I felt about it. Now let's go into our fusion chamber. We've got a couple of fusions here. So first of all, we're going to start with an unhinged fusion, and our new card is, it says Zelina Vega, which is brand new, and that's actually a really cool image for Zelina Vega, showing off her 6-pack there, and it is her newest design with the white and red hair. So that is a very, very cool card to get. I'm going to go ahead and make another unhinged fusion. So we still haven't got a Psycho Sid yet. We haven't got Brutus Creed. And the only one we've managed to get a pro of so far is Mankind. So let's go ahead and do that. The summer fusions are still on. I don't know how much longer the summer fusions are going to be on for. But there they are. And I think we've already got pros of... Oh, we're actually missing the pro of Seth Rollins. So we can go ahead and grab that. And we only have 3 of 5, so we can't start another one just yet, but we will once we get the remaining parts. Let's go ahead and go to Combinable. And there we are. We can catalog pro our Seth freaking Rollins. I've actually only just realised from clicking on that there, you'll see that this is what the regular filter looks like. But if you update your game, I have updated my game on my other phone, there's actually a new thing that shows up here between alignments and active rarities, where you can actually choose the type of card. It allows you to choose between your event cards, your limited editions, your PLE cards, or the likes of... I'm sure there's something else. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. I remember seeing it on my other phone, because my other phone is the one that I play on. This is the one that I record on. This is the one that I do all the recordings on. All the videos that you see that go up on the channel are all done with this phone. This is basically the camera phone, and the other phone is the one for just playing the game. So generally when I'm playing the game on my other phone, I'll probably be uploading a video or editing some videos and such on this phone. So that is why YouTubers have multiple phones. But there we are. So that is going to be that. Let's go ahead and... Oh no, we don't want to dust our Zelina Vega. We're going to block that down. But we are going to dust the other cards there, which we do not need. And there we are. So we're down to 490 of 500, which gives us 10 spaces, which is significantly better than we've had recently, but of course could be doing a little bit better. Let's take a quick look at our males and left and right arrows. So the Abyss, I don't think we need. I'm going to keep hold of it just in case we can get a pro, so I can get the pro animation. But as you can see, our left arrows are pretty stacked anyway. For right arrows, we're going to get ourselves a double heroic Ron Killings. We've only just made the pro Mankind. I think pro Mankind is probably going to be just a little bit weaker than our Money in the Bank Seth Rollins, but he should be stronger than our Fortified 1 Kane. And of course, our double heroic Ron the Truth Killings will be significantly higher than our Money in the Bank Seth freaking Rollins as well, once we get him. If we can get a Julius Creed or a Gunther Pro, then I think that replaces both Kane and John Cena, because we will then have 5 or even 6 right arrow pros. Let's see, for up arrows, once we get that pro Macho Man, that'll be us done for up arrows. We've got ourselves the Summer Otis, the Drew McIntyre F1, F1 Ray Phoenix, and I just need to get myself 3 more of these Macho Man Legacy cards to get the pro of him, and then I'll work on training up that. And our down arrows, you can see we've got ourselves an Akira Torizawa, Tommaso Ciampa, that's F1. We just got the down arrow Devon Dudley, and we still need 1 more down arrow pro, which is why we have all of these cards here. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Aleister Black, Penta, Mark Henry. However, both Hank and Tank Walker will be available from Daily Streak. One of them comes from the first weeks of Daily Streak, and the second one comes from the other one. So I could just wait and get the pro of one of these guys, or I could maybe try and get myself, maybe even forge an American Nightmare Cody Rhodes or a CM Punk or one like that, just to get the down arrows a little bit faster and maybe get one that's a little bit stronger, because there you can see that Hank and Hank Walker are actually our weakest of the down arrows, with American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and CM Punk being our strongest ones. Now let's take a quick look at our females. Down arrows, well, we just managed to make the pro of Sol Ruka, which was very, very cool. And if we could get a pro Ivy Nile, that would be absolutely fantastic. Again, you only need 2 of each arrow for females. Our up arrows are amazing. We've got the Fortified 1 Special Edition Jordan Grace and the Pro Summer Maxine Dupree. In terms of right arrows, we have our Stephanie Vacour, that's the Battle Pass. We have our Fortified 1 Roxanne Perez, we've got our Zarya, and the Rizzo we're keeping at the moment purely because we've got the Rizzo earrings that give her an additional increase in speed. We got that from Daily Streak, so that's the only reason we're keeping that one there, and I will show you exactly what it is I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and go into details, and if we just go into Unhinged cards, you can see that this equipment gives her an added bonus of 17,896 in speed, so that could help out with the end of campaign mode if we need to. However, I would need to make her into a pro, and currently we only have one Rizzo at the moment, so we shall see. And then our left arrows, we have our pro Naomi, our pro Julia that we just recently got, and we've just pulled one Zelina Vega thus far. So that is it in terms of our unhinged cards thus far. There you can see all the stats, and actually you can see that although Karen Cross is our strongest, our Jordan Gray, Stephanie Vacure, and Maxine Dupree are actually our second, third, and fourth place, surpassing Tyrese Halliburton, Ethan Page, Otis, and even our JC Mateo. And down here is our Akira Torizawa, bring up the rear. And of course, there's our PLE Seth freaking Rollins. And it seems that the Fortified One Drew McIntyre is actually our strongest regular card, which is very interesting to see. However, I'm sure that our Pro Fusion Mankind will be up here in the likes of Akira Torizawa once he gets himself up to level 105. So, what is next for Supercard? That is a very good question. Let's take a look at our daily login. Tomorrow we should have Ring Domination, which will be the way to get the second half of our Ron Killings. And also, our Battle Pass only has 15 hours and 46 minutes left. So there will be a brand new Battle Pass card coming out very, very soon. A lot of people thought that this would be a new tier that would be coming, but no, it is not. If you go to campaign mode and you go to the rewards in that and you go down to Ultimate Warrior, you can see that there's still 35 days and 14 hours left. So I think, thankfully, we are finally getting a long tier once again, and I think this tier is going to go on for the next 35 days and then lead up to SummerSlam 25. So that is what we should be looking forward to next, which means Unhinged tier is going to be a nice, long, casual tier, even though there was all the problems right at the beginning of the tier with people getting unlimited credits, unlimited Jordan Graces, unlimited Abysses, and so on and so forth, which completely ruined the balance of the game. But I think Cat Daddy are going to try and work towards mitigating that in the future, even if they couldn't really do anything about it at this particular moment. And with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye, everybody.